Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR.
And welcome to this week's episode of the One Lane Road Podcast.
One Lane Road Podcast with Lucas and DK.
It's Monday, mother.
I've been singing Christmas songs ever since the other night.
Oh my God, are we still doing this?
Randy said, God, you really liked that Christmas caroling you did the other night, didn't you? I said, yeah, I did. I said, why am I singing a lot? He said, I've heard more Christmas shit in the last 2 weeks than I've ever heard in my life.
Maybe you should weld your mouth shut. But you know, I thought I don't know how our listeners felt about it, and they probably don't remember it. It seems like it's been so long ago since we recorded a podcast.
Yeah.
But I kind of left here thinking that wasn't our best show, really.
Yeah, I did too.
But did you listen back to it? You never do you?
No.
I do once, usually.
I don't like hearing myself whenever I'm talking just normally.
I got a really big kick about that because, I don't know. Is that Jace, the video we're watching? Looks just like Jace.
Hey, Crystal Joe, I don't know if you're listening or not, but you've got some funny videos on your Facebook.
That may be me at the pool this summer.
He's caught in it.
Oh, God, he is. I've never seen that happen in any of those things. Hey, he's lost his drawers and everything.
Turn the water off.
That's embarrassing. Poor guy. I did. He done that one on purpose. But now I enjoyed listening back to it, and I can't remember, but I did get an extra kick out of listening to us go back and forth about you singing Christmas carols.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been
and my disappointment.
I've been whistling the rain. Rudolph. I've been whistling Rudolph songs for the last 2 days.
Well, I can get with that now.
Yeah.
Hearing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is one thing, but then having a party.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Crystal should definitely share some more Facebook posts.
Hey, Crystal, do you do anything but post stuff on Facebook?
I'm thinking we've passed it now because she might have deleted it after she's seen it wasn't a
real thing.
Man, I don't.
So tell everybody what it was that we're looking for here.
We're looking for a Waylon Jennings video because everybody is so offended, and it's reached new heights now that people are offended by
absolutely everything.
I'm trying to think of somebody else that had that video. There was a bunch of people that posted it.
This is from November 25th.
Yeah.
I'm way too far back.
Either we've passed it or she deleted it. I'm just going to type in this story, and it's going to pop up. All right, here's the story. A bunch of people are so mad about it. They've now officially shared it to. I love when my phone is down below 10% and just starts doing controls that I didn't. So in the box up there, just
in the Facebook box,
where we typed in Crystal's name.
Yeah,
type in Waylon Jennings band. My phone is garbage.
Waylon.
And the story, somebody's linked it to Shooter's page in the. No, don't do that one. There it is.
This one right here.
Yep.
2 human rights groups.
You have to click on the whole. Just click where it says.
Sure.
One more time. Yep. Here we go.
Do you ever get tired of trying to explain Facebook to me?
Yeah. Or just the internet in general.
Or the computer.
Just the internet. Waylon Jennings banned from several country radio stations.
Waylon Jennings banned from radio.
We go on quite a bit that you don't hear a lot of our country legends played quite a bit enough. You know, you don't hear a lot of Waylon. You don't hear a lot of Hank Jr. You hear George Jones on Friday mornings on the Finally Friday 94.7 finds a way every Friday morning to screw that up with all the extra sound bites that are not needed. Okay, right. It's George Jones. It's Finally Friday. Stop screwing it up and with all your stupid sound bites nobody wants to hear. Anyway, let's get back to this story here.
So the story says radio stations in Nashville, Tennessee are removing all songs performed by one-time country music legend Waylon Jennings after being bombarded by email from 2 human rights groups. The National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, NAFA, and the Statewide Suicide Prevention of Tennessee, SWSPT, are working together to get radio stations to ban the artist. The lyrics to Lukenbach, Texas are the issue with these 2 groups.
Now, how many times have we sat back on the old coffee table that we've talked about numerous times on the show and sang Lukenbach, Texas, many nights. And listen to what Jennings wrote. Says Nancy
Bugle Ward
of
NAFA.
Of the NAFA. It's fat shaming. It needs to be dead and buried like he is. Okay, well, I started to get a little steamed. I named my kid after Waylon Jennings, so I'm thinking, all right, now this is getting a little
too much.
The lyric that has upset many is the only 2 things in life that make you worth living is guitars that are tuned good and firm feeling women.
So that's fat shaming.
Of course, I mean it's not fat. It's just saying he likes firm feeling women.
Bugle Ward went on to say Jennings is telling people he'd rather die than touch a woman that isn't firm. Well, I'm very soft, very sort of squishy. Should my husband kill himself because I'm not firm?
Maybe.
She asked. Well, that's just sad. Shame on you, Waylon Jennings. You should be forgotten.
Ooh, at this point, I'm thinking, look,
mad.
I don't like little skinny women. I like a little meat on the bone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So I'm with Bugle Ward.
Yeah.
Until she's talking about you should be forgotten.
Yeah. And I never heard him say he was going to kill himself over anything there either.
And I didn't know these groups existed. I didn't know there was a fat group and a suicide group.
So 2 Nashville radio stations have pulled all the music recorded by Waylon Jennings after receiving over 200 emails from the SWSPT, which supports suicide prevention in the greater Nashville. Carl Drake, vice president of SWSPT, said Waylon Jennings telling people that there are only 2 things that make life worth living is irresponsible. A horrible message like that can only make people want to take their lives. That is not okay.
Nothing is okay anymore.
That is not the world we want to live in.
No.
I do live in it. I do want to.
Country radio stations WSOX-FM and WNIPQ-FM have pulled all songs by Jennings, the program director of 103.9 Fat Pig Country. Okay, so this is where the story starts getting a little weird.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't take all those negative emails. I almost got 160 of them. I have to answer all of those. It's easier just to pull the songs. Hell, people don't ask for Waylon that much anyway. Nobody's going to miss Lukenbach, Texas. And I don't have to fight the NAFA and SWSPT. At last report, many other radio stations are considering following suit by monitoring text messages, emails, and Twitter feeds. This will let them see what songs they can play without upsetting social media and taking the path of least resistance.
That's what it's all about, folks, the path of least resistance.
So everybody's so pissed off. I saw Crystal Key was the first person I saw do this.
Yeah.
And I'm getting upset about it.
Yeah.
But then I read the last sentence.
There's parentheses down here at the bottom. Text a little bit smaller, away from the rest of the body, the thing here. This story was completely made up by Russ Rollins, sadly, in 2018. It's not hard to believe, though.
What people didn't do was take the time to read that last sentence, and I've seen at least 7 more people share this, including this guy that we just ripped it from, that shared it to Shooter Jennings' official Facebook page, and everybody is going nuts over this story, as they should have had it been true. But when you're reading something called, and they say it's called 103.9 Fat Pig Country, maybe we start questioning the legitimacy of it.
Yeah.
And
it's so easy to get people offended that when something like this comes out and says that they're offended by this, it's like, hell, I bet this ain't even false. I bet this is not fake. I bet somebody's really offended by this.
Because go ahead and put it in your little Google box up there. The biggest controversy coming out of what probably stemmed this is the Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah.
Now, this is a song that
let's just sing it.
Let's sing it. And first off, I want to urge all you women to get more creative.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm a big follower, obviously, of the social media.
Right.
Every girl, when it gets below 25 degrees and you put on a scarf, you do not have to put as your Caption,
Baby,
baby, it's cold outside. Jesus H. Christ, get a little more creative than that. No, I'm not done with these girls. You got to come better than that.
Yeah.
Really? After you've seen 172 other girls post that same caption with that same stupid expression you got with your scarf on, you can't do better than that?
Probably not. That's a really good one.
Baby, it's cold outside. Yeah, you look cute and you got them bedroom eyes shining around, but golly. To come better than that. Now let's sing this song. I don't know who in the hell
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've gotta go away.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The evening has been
hoping that you drop in.
so very nice.
I'll hold your hands.
They're just like ice. I'm not gonna sing the rest of this. Let's just jump to the part where people have problems with this thing.
Yeah, who in the hell sings this song anyway? Who is the originator?
I believe Bing Crosby would have been the originator of this. That's just who I've got in my... No, Dean Martin.
Dean Martin.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back up to the... my mother will start to worry, beautiful. What's your hurry?
Father will be pacing the floor, listening to the fireplace roar.
So really, I'd better scurry, beautiful. Please don't hurry.
So now he's already demeaning her by calling her beautiful.
Yeah.
Maybe just a half a drink more, put some records on while I pour. The neighbors might think, baby, it's bad out there. So what's in this drink? There's the problem.
Yeah.
There's the problem that people are having with this. So what's in the drink?
Hey, what's in this drink? No cabs to be had out there. I wish I knew how. Your eyes are like starlight now.
To break this spell, I'll take your hat. Your hair looks swell.
I mean, who's not got the girl by saying her hair looks swell? Or is she saying his hair looks swell?
I don't know. I don't know where we're at in the back and forth here. Now, this is the line that people were having trouble with. What's in this drink?
What's in this drink?
Perpetuating rape culture in America.
Yeah. And you know, ought to say no. Mind if I move in closer?
At least I'm going to say that I tried. What's the sense in hurting my pride?
There is, I mean, you know, we've all been told.
Yeah.
No. I really can't stay. Baby, don't hold out.
Don't hold out. But it's cold outside. I've got to get home. Oh, baby, you'll freeze out there.
Say, lend me your coat. It's up to your knees out there. You've been grand. You've really been grand. Thrill when you touch my hair. Why don't you see? How can you do this thing to me? I don't see how you're offended because I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, I'm lost right now. Maybe it makes more sense when Dean's singing it. There's bound to be talk tomorrow. Think of my lifelong sorrow. At least there will be plenty implied if you get caught. If you caught pneumonia and died.
I really can't stay. Get over that holdout. But it's cold outside. Oh, baby, it's cold outside. Oh, baby, it's cold outside.
Now, I get it. People want to be offended. But what guy has not tried every last thing in the world? You know? Did you watch Lonesome Dove? Do you know?
Oh, yeah.
So Gus is sitting there with Lori, and he's trying to get a poke, is what he calls it in there.
Well, you know.
Yeah. So he said, I'll cut you for it. So he's got a deck of cards there, and he's going to cut her for it. So he cuts the cards, and so does she, and he wins, right? She said, you cheated. He said, I ain't saying I did, and I ain't saying I didn't. I'm just saying that a man that won't for a poke don't want it bad enough.
Well,
yeah. You
can go ahead and if Lonesome Dove is no longer showed in the Middle Tennessee market, it'll be Lucas Hickman breaking that news.
Because this 25 or 30-year-old movie, I broke it out here.
Some 21-year-old girl is going to find this offensive when they hear this podcast and is going to be ranting and raving. Just by chance, I don't know. Type in "How Do You Want It" Tupac lyrics, and I have no idea if this one's dirty per se. I just know that. How do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up in the cash game, living in the fast lane, I'm for real. Love the way you activate your hips and push your ass out. Got it? Want it so bad I'm about to pass out. Want to dig you, and I can't even lie about it.
Baby, just elevate your clothes.
Alleviate your clothes.
Yeah.
Don't elevate them.
Well, I mean, same thing. Just alleviate your clothes. Time to fly up out it. Catch you at the club.
Said you got me fiending.
Oh, man, I can't even read this stuff. I can't even tell what it is.
Body talking ish to me, but I can't comprehend the meaning. Now, if you want to roll with me, here's your chance. Do an 80 on the freeway. Police catch me if you can. Okay, they're running from the law.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I'm a rider. I'm just a simple man. All I want is money. F the fame. I'm a simple man.
So, has there been some outrage over this one? I mean,
Time to give it to daddy. Tell me how you want it. No, I guess it's not that bad.
yeah.
But I mean, see Dolores Tucker, because it mentions Dolores Tucker in this song. That's when she was
Right
outraged
here.
about
Right there.
Tupac songs.
Tell me, is it cool to F?
Did you think I would come to talk? Am I a fool or what? Positions on the floor, it's like erotic. Ironic because I'm somewhat psychotic. I'm hitting switches on. It's just like I've been fixed with hydraulics.
Yeah. Yeah. So, baby, it's cold outside. The problem.
Up and down like a roller coaster. I'm up inside you. I ain't quitting till the show is over.
Yeah.
Because I'm a rider. And I'm out just like a robbery. I'll probably be a freak and let you get on top of me. Get her rocking these nights full of Alizé. A living legend you ain't heard about these playing Cali days. Yep, use an MFer. Instead of trying to help you destroy a brother. Yeah, man. Maybe it's cold outside, but hey, this rap game.
This is all right. This is good, wholesome music.
Well, he didn't try to slip nothing in her drink, so I don't see the sense in it.
Yeah.
I don't understand the outrage.
Yeah, man.
In the Tupac
Yeah.
shaker.
You know they're trying to get.
You know what's even better?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer pulled too. The
Shut
movie.
the hell up.
That's not a joke. They're trying to get Rudolph pulled.
Type in how "Hit 'Em Up" Tupac lyrics real quick. This one is the song that even when I look back at listening to Tupac,
Mm-hmm.
this kind of stuff is on Tupac's greatest hits. I ain't got no MFing friends. That's why FJOB, you fat MFer. Take money, West Side.
Bad boy killers.
First off, FYO and the clique you claim, West Side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but up your wife. We bust some bad boys. They F for life. Plus Biggie trying to see me weak, rip hearts I rip. Whatever that said. I mean, he really legit talked about killing half the East Coast rappers in this song.
Uh-huh.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah, right here. Little Caesar, go ask your homie how I leave you. Cut your young ass up. I'll leave you in pieces.
Yep. Lil' Kim don't F around with real G's. Quick to snatch your ugly ass off the street. So F peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, Tupac, regarded as the greatest rapper of all time, but that's the genre. But God forbid Dean Martin try to get a little poo nanny.
Yeah. Yeah, try to slide in somebody's DMs nowadays, and you're worst thing ever happened to anybody.
So tell me about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Ricky Kennedy will have a conniption fit.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is they want to ban it for homophobia and some other type of shaming now.
Jeez. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's the world that everybody's getting so offended. I'm not offended really by anything. I'm not.
I was driving down the road today and thinking about Clint. You talking about Clint's face the other day when that guy said something to him and he just went,
yeah.
That's the response that you should give to about anything. That's the proper response to almost everything. If something offends you, just no.
I know. No. I don't get it. And I legitimately knew we were going to talk about this. And I was trying to drive down the road thinking about things that offend me.
Yeah.
I'm not offended.
Steve Ranella on that podcast I was listening to, he was telling a story today about a Michigan hello. What he calls a Michigan hello is flipping your buddy off. He said he was driving down the road and he flipped his buddy off that he was working with. And it's just, what's up? And he said the next day he seen that guy, the guy just laid into him instantly, kicked his feet out from under him, standing over him with his fist balled up. He said, what the hell's going on? What are you so mad about? He said, you flipped me off. He said, where I come from, that's saying F you. And he said, where I come from, that says hello. How you doing?
Yeah.
He said, I don't know. He just got offended by it, just took it wrong. I just don't see why the proper response to that, even if it does make you mad, is no.
I got flipped off on the interstate coming back from Memphis this weekend by an old salty woman. and I give her a thumbs up.
Yeah. I like to wave, give them a thumbs up, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
sometimes I give them, but
I flipped them off back. But I mean, like
but even if I got out, like if it escalated past that moment, if I got out, I'd go, I know I did that wrong. That was my fault. I apologize. And yeah, I did flip you off. I'd get over it.
Yeah. I even like later on we got side beside each other and I just gave her the old creepy.
Just
so I put my hand up with the corniest grin ever because I wasn't offended.
Yeah.
I mean, she was just driving like an idiot. I don't know.
Hey, speaking of that, whenever I guess I got to Cookeville in like 2003, whenever I first got to Cookeville, I was, a starry-eyed kid, went to the big city, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was your vehicle or I was in Josh's. I was in somebody's vehicle because I was riding shotgun, and we pulled up at a stoplight, and I was looking around just because I was just getting used to Cookeville, right? And there's this little woman. I guess I don't know if she caught me right when I glanced at her, or if I was looking in her general direction or what. But she was, I don't know, she was 70 probably, and she turned around and looked at me, windows down. She goes, "What are you looking at?" I said, "Nothing. No, I'm not looking at nothing, woman. I'm looking that way."
Excuse me, Mildred, for looking out the window.
Yeah.
People suck, man.
Yeah.
I mean, people do. I mean, right now, I just, goodness, people are hard to satisfy. They're hard to.
I think it's 5%. I think it's 5% of the people.
Yeah, well, it seems like a low percentage.
Yeah, but I think that same 5% of the people are the most vocal on social media platforms. You know what the best thing to do is? Just get off of it. Just let somebody else handle it. I don't want to be on social media.
Yeah. Luckily our listeners. I don't post a lot of stuff that's going to be
offensive
or even debate worthy. Most of the stuff that I post generally is just our podcast. I mean, I post my kids and stuff like that. The only time that it gets a debate brought up is when there's a Jordan versus a LeBron. That's it.
Hey, what about them kicking? Well, not they didn't kick him off, but Kevin Hart got pulled off one of those shows, or maybe he just left or whatever for a social media post that he made years and years ago.
See, that's got to stop too.
The thing was he left because he didn't want to draw negative attention to the whichever one it was. But I guarantee you that him leaving cost those people more money than it did him.
Oh yeah, surely. But
Kevin Hart making $40 million a movie, he don't give a damn about that
TV show.
Yeah, that TV show didn't do anything for him.
I just think that we've got to stop, especially when athletes are 16 years old and they're pulling up tweets they got when they're sophomores in high school. That's got to stop because look.
Hey, on the other side of that though, hey, 16-year-olds, stop posting stuff on social media.
Yeah, but they're 16. You can tell 40, 50-year-olds that.
Yeah.
You get on Facebook. I guarantee if we hit home on my page right now, there's going to be somebody within the first 20 seconds you roll your eye, no home. Let's just look at my stupid stuff on there. I mean, there's going to be somebody in the first 20 seconds while we scroll Facebook here that you're going to roll your eyes.
It would probably be 20 seconds had this been anybody else trying to do this.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal.
Looky there.
Yeah,
Mama Kennedy.
Yeah.
Look how pretty she was there.
Yeah. Talk about it. Probably not the proper time to talk about see, I mean, there's nothing. Let's see. I mean, it's just stupid shit all the time on Facebook. The best time that I had was when I didn't have it on my phone. I just had to get it on Safari the last couple of weeks.
Here we go. If socialist college professors believe their own propaganda, wouldn't they teach for free? That's not too bad. That was
from Union Hill Armory out here. The Wheat Boys selling them guns in Union Hill. But anyway.
Oh, look at this, sweetie.
So
yeah. Anyway, I went completely off track there. That's what social media does to me. It just pulls me off track.
It's easy to do.
Uh-huh.
I was very impressed by John Schneider when I said I was going to go.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We'll just go.
What do you have to say?
I we went over, and I thought, and it was actually a fun night with my Aunt Rhonda. We don't get to hang out much, and she went with me, and I said, it's over here at the Tennessee Distillery. And
hey, was that place pretty nice?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know. Because I said, well, I guess it's over here at the Tennessee Distillery. We'll go over here to Char and have some dinner while we wait for the show.
Yeah.
So we go up there. I'm like, hell, the doors open at 5. The opener, the guy from The Voice. I don't watch any of those shows, Voice, American Idol. No. So this guy could have been a big star, and I have no idea. James Dupree was his name. But he starts at 6, and we'll catch Schneider sometime after. We don't have to be in a big hurry. So we had a couple adult beverages there and had a nice little bite to eat. And we come back over, and the Tennessee Distillery was doors locked, pitch black. And I thought, what the hell? And it was cold, man. It was cold at night. We kept pacing up and down Maddox's place there. Mm-hmm. Well, finally, I messaged the radio station, like, yeah, we're having over here at 94.7 on our Tennessee Distillery stage.
Oh,
all righty.
Oh, okay.
So we get there, and they've got a big food set up. Red Silo Beer Brewing Company is sponsoring it. Tennessee Distillery's got their little
stage set up.
They got their whiskey set up, and they've got Schneider up there. I tell you what, 2 things about it. I'm an opposite beer snob. Don Asbury says he's a beer snob, but he don't like drinking regular beer, because every time I'm with Don, he gets like these mix match weird
6-packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DK, you're going to love these beers.
Yeah, well, I've never have.
10 times out of 9,
yeah,
I'm going to not like the beer.
Yeah.
And that's just not my thing. I'm a Bud Light, Miller Lite lately.
Mm-hmm. Coors Light.
I mean, if I have to, Coors Light. But, basically Bud Light, Miller Lite, and I still can drink a Busch Light if I want to take it back in the day. But, Red Silo's not my thing particularly.
Yeah.
I just don't. The Fraleys, they don't let them draft, or those.
I thought they would be liquor, saying distillery.
Red Silo Beer Company.
Oh, whoa.
Then Tennessee Distillery.
Okay.
So it's 2 different companies that are together. Red Silo just makes their own beer. And they said, what do you drink? And I was like, I told him it's mostly just, Bud Light. And he's like, well, this is the closest we got. And I'm thinking, holy hell, this ain't good. And Chris Raines is playing there this Friday night, and I intended on going over there. Yeah. Like, because kind of just a night out for my birthday to have some dinner. And
yeah.
I don't know if I could drink there, though. I don't think I could do that. I choked down 2 there the other night. But anyway, about Snyder. Of course, a lot of people don't know who John Schneider is, but you know who Bo Duke is, right. Of course. And he, I can't put him over enough, man. He done such a good job.
What did he do, though?
Well, he's got music for days.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got his own music, and he keeps putting music out, apparently.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't tell you not one song, but he would, after every song, he would tell, what the song was, who wrote it, the story on it. He was very personal. There's only probably 30 of us in the whole studio. And he just done such a good job of storytelling, and like I said, just very personable, very, very engaging. And it was over. We lined up, and everybody come through and told their old stories. Of course, my aunt was backstage with him 30 years ago. Right. He just got tickled to death. She's like, I was backstage at a George Jones concert, and he told his girlfriend, who's I guess his manager also, and I had a vinyl up there for him to sign. And he goes, oh man, did you like this album? I said, man, I'm going to tell you, I have actually never heard 1 second of your music until tonight.
Yeah.
And I said, now, I don't have a reason to lie to you unless you're going to pay my house payment. I love
right.
that line. And I said, because you impressed the hell out of me tonight.
Yeah.
And I said, I love it. I'll go back and listen to music now.
Yeah.
I said, before tonight, you were just Bo Duke to me. And I said, I won tickets, and I've always wanted to meet you. I said, so shit, it's like 5 minutes from my work.
All right.
I said, so really, genuinely, I enjoyed it. And he started laughing. He goes, well, I love this vinyl. And he signed it real big. It was beautiful. His girlfriend really rushed everybody, kind of threw the line a little bit.
Right.
I mean, there's 30 of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let it breathe for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. And he, like I said, he was very good. Very good.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's nice to hear that some celebrity that you wanted to meet was worth meeting.
Yeah. And didn't even have to do it in the back of the studio, back of the parking lot.
Right. Wasn't standing on steps trying to get you to leave.
Yeah, I told you. I give everybody the 24-hour warning before I posted that picture that it was nothing that nothing weird about it.
How do I get off of this? How do I just X out of it or what?
Go to the arrow by the question mark and log out. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Lindsay's gonna be like, "How's Lucas have your Facebook password now?"
I don't know how I have it. It was just logged in.
Hey, before we get carried away on some comedy stuff, it is my mama's birthday. So this is the third year. This is their third year since she passed away. It's her birthday. So
yeah.
I always get choked up, man. I tell you, I'm a pretty I keep my emotions in check pretty well.
Right.
But boy, every time it never fails, man. Every time I type out something on Facebook about that woman, I'm looking at pictures. I'm like,
yeah, right.
It pulls on the heartstrings a little bit. So I appreciate everybody. I hadn't got a chance to get on Facebook today and comment on everybody that said anything good, but I appreciate everybody's good words about Mama. You know, she just, she's kind of something that I try to be like. Now, you have to say that woman was about the same no matter where you've seen her at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Now, she'd cuss you out, or she'd not really cuss you out, but she'd tell you how it is.
Straight how it was.
Yeah. I'm somewhere in the middle that I try to, I try to be a little more like Daddy and just go with the flow. But sometimes I've got, at work sometimes, especially lately when I've been put in charge of stuff, I just, I'll say something. Oh my God, that had a little Miranda and Winona behind it. But you expect if you're doing something, somebody to follow, in your lead. And I remember she used to get so mad. I stopped down at the dollar store, and when they shut the factory down up here in Moss, and she ended up managing those dollar stores. Oh, God dang, you can't get nobody to work. She was working like 15 hours a day as the manager.
Right.
And she's like, you can't get nobody to work. But I remember even like when she got sick, and we all shaved her head. Me and Waylon shaved her head for her. And Brad and AJ and Elliot came up the house to see her, and she bawled. Of course, she went in there and she tried to put on a little makeup when they come,
Right.
And they said, you still look good. She said, you damn right I do. She's always, that's why I try to keep my close relationships with everybody that I've always maintained, because she had tons of friends. That's different when generations, these women, after Mama died and our house phone wouldn't ring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody talks on the phone anymore, particularly a house phone, really. And it's like, man, it was like Grand Central Station when she was there. We'd have a whole house full for Thanksgiving dinner, and where the hell Mama go? She'd be posted up on the end of the recliner or end of the couch with a Mountain Dew and a cigarette and a cordless phone, talking to Linda Smith or Frida Poindexter or Tammy Stafford, anybody to talk to her. But she would say them, and I guess that's where I get it when my buddies call and they get 5 words into my,
Right.
So that and. But God, she'd say some of the outrageous shit. She'd be like, "Mama, come on," And I guess I remember sometimes she'd say stuff to me as a teenager, like when you're going through that awkward stage.
Oh yeah.
She'd say stuff, and Daddy just look at her and say, "Miranda." Well, he knows I'm kidding. They're going on. I'm like, still, come on. But no, it's just I don't know. It still sucks. But I tell you, it's I've been very fortunate to be raised by a lot of good women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No wonder I'm such an emotional, feminine man.
Yeah.
get my feathers flustered and stuff. I was raised by. I mean, think about it. I had Emma Bell down there in the big white house we lived in. I mean, she raised me, and basically then my mom and my aunt has always been good to me. My granny. I mean, we've all been. My dad, Daddy still barely talks to me. He's got friends younger than me. I'm like, Dad, you want to drink a beer? He's like, oh, I'm going to hang out with these other guys.
Daddy, you got to buy them beer.
Come on, Rick. Yeah. But no, I just what's super cool is her and Waylon got to have such a bond. Now I look at those pictures. Right. He still remembers so much about it, and I'm thinking, well. And but she would be the same. No, she'd probably bust Bayless's ass already. She'd have to.
Yeah.
Because he's wilder than hell.
Now, how old is Waylon now? 12?
12.
So he was 9.
He was 8, just about turned 9.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that was actually the hardest thing. I mean, God, they were so tight, and she died in our house. Of course, not trying to get gloomy here, but she died in the house. She'd been in the hospital for so long, up at like 2:00 in the morning, and tried to wake Waylon up and tell him that morning.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah,
tough, and it's still I still get choked up when I think about it in depth. But I mean, I'm very fortunate to have had the time I had with her, and it still sucks when you know what sucks when I see 90-year-old people that are not 90, but when you see people that are dope heads, and you see people that are thieves, and they don't try to better themselves and don't work, and they have 3 kids by 5 different daddies, and and they draw checks, and they're not giving anything, they're not contributing anything positively to this life. And you had a woman that worked, a good mom, and a great grandma, and it's just like, dude, come on.
Right.
What's this world about?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I get so hard about other women in my life that aren't as caring.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I tell Lindsay and some of the other feminines, I don't want to bury myself here.
I was like,
but sometimes
check up.
Well, when you're raised by women with big hearts,
right,
and they're compassionate and love their family and love seeing their kids and their grandkids, sometimes you just don't understand how other people function.
Right. Yeah.
And that's not just, like I said, that's a lot of women. I don't understand women that don't want to have relationships with either their anybody.
Right.
I was raised by a bunch of loving women.
Right.
Now my dad don't like me that good. We got some funny stories. Maybe on his birthday I'll have to tell some funny Rick stories.
You think we could ever get Rick in here?
12 Miller Lite D, maybe.
Let's do it.
With Derek.
Let's just get him absolutely plastered and then get him on the microphone.
He's pretty funny though, and he gets to telling stories and stuff. He tells them, and they're like 45 minutes long, but he tells them. I mean, I guess that's where I get part of that. But no, you get him you get Derek. Him and Derek Wilbright's pretty cool. Where they work the ambulance service together. He's got some funny stories. There's some funny stories on Rick. So
we'll have to get him in here. Well, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mama. Now we got to give some of our listeners a hard time.
Let's give them. Let me tell you a quick story right before.
Yeah, that's good.
So I was at the store the other day. This don't have anything to do with anything. I just wanted to get this out of the way before I forget about it.
None of this has anything to do with anything.
I don't know why Did you switch microphone stands with me? I never have trouble with my microphone. Anyway, I was at a store the other day. Is
that rhetorical? Because you didn't give me a chance to answer it.
Yeah, it was rhetorical. I know you don't know how to work the microphone or the stand. I was at a store the other day, and I was standing there, and I just got this overwhelming smell of a candle. It smelled really good. I thought, wow, that's neat. Sitting here and just looking around, I picked up the candle and I looked at it. It said Cup of Joe. I thought, well, that's interesting. And it was in a mason jar, and it was, it's something that obviously somebody local had made what it looks like, And I was just looking around, and there was this whole big stand of these candles. I thought, oh, hell, that's neat. This old man over there was really looking at them, really digging into them. He was, I bet I watched him open 10 of them while I was standing there, just really smelling every one of them, And I was just waiting on the guy to come over, and he finally walked up. An old man walked up, had this candle, and I'd sat there and watched him. He took the lid off of it and smelled it and put the lid back on it and read it. Held it out away from him, and you could tell he'd supposed to have glasses on, but didn't, because he was, holding it as far away from him as his hand could get, And so he takes the lid back off again, smells it again, and puts the lid back on it. And he comes over, he goes, man, milk and squash. He said,
what the hell?
Yeah, he said, I ain't never smelled that. Boy, it smells good. And the guy behind the counter looked real confused, and I walked back over and said, man, milk and squash. I'm going to get me another one of them. And I thought, damn, I've never smelled milk and squash. That'd be something. I kind of want to smell this milk and squash.
Absolutely. Candle. I want to smell it right now.
Yeah. And I thought, I was looking over there in it, and the guy behind the counter is just trying not to laugh. And I thought, I missed something. I don't know what's going on here. And he goes, hey, buddy, it says milk and sugar. Milk and sugar on that. The old man goes, holds it out away from his head. I must need my damn glasses on or something. He said, looks like that says milk and squash on it right there.
Oh God, he wouldn't concede.
He ain't giving it up. He said, "Hey, might say milk and sugar. I don't know. It looks funny. I need my glasses on." But I there for a few minutes. I really, really wanted to smell a milk and squash candle.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
milk and sugar, not a bad.
I can see that combination.
Yeah, and I'm not even caring.
Yeah,
I'm probably not going. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm not going to look at a milk and sugar candle.
Milk and squash.
I'm
not buying it probably, but I'll pick it up.
I'm gonna light it and smell it. But I ain't bringing it home. I sure ain't bringing no milk and sugar candle.
Yeah,
he took 2 of them home because he done committed to it. Mm-hmm. He done committed to going and getting 2 milk and squash candles.
He's a farmer, maybe he
said them. I'll start burning them squash more often or something. Pour a little milk on them and light them up.
What I'm getting out of that is your Christmas caroling last week. You're in a candle store this week. You're going to be at Poets next week drinking coffee. You have with your Wi-Fi on your laptop.
I'm gonna
with a
take
turtleneck.
I'm gonna finish my screenplay and
Yeah.
and then do some slam poetry and put on a scarf.
Oh, what's a nice segue?
Bam.
Because I was told we would be very disappointed. He would be disappointed in us. Now, I'm not going to say who.
But somebody.
Someone, and it wasn't us.
Some loving, caring individual.
Yeah, said, you can't give Thad Johnson all the credit in the world for tightening up and slamming beers at the game if you don't bring up the fact that he was wearing a nice little cute scarf in the process.
Tied up all nice and pretty.
It was neat. It was very well.
Well
nice
done
placement.
up. Yeah.
Nice placement of the scarf by Thadrick.
Yeah. I mean, pretty bright blue.
I mean, it was cold that night. It was like 20-something degrees at that ball game. But, I mean, I don't see how he got cold because that dude on his left shoulder was like, he was laying on him.
They were cuddling up.
I don't know who that guy was, but, much respect to Ryan for, not having a scarf or having his chin on Thad's shoulder. Now, Mr. Guy on the left, hey, I'm not saying that I've not been hugged up to Thad in pictures before. Not necessarily chin on shoulder while my eyes rolled back in the back of my head like I'm having an orgasm. But
hey, I'm not gonna say anything about him. I don't want him mad at me anymore. I don't want Thad mad at me.
Yeah, he got a little mad at me. Yeah. And then he got madder at me because I told him I was instigating it the whole time. But no, that somebody did tell us that we definitely had to call out Thad for that. But I mean, hey man, if Jeremy Mackey can do it,
tighten up
on the regular,
tighten up
that scarf, tighten up. That I know Thad is just hey, it's not. I've seen Jeremy Mackey do it like a non. I mean, I know that was the gift that night at the Titans game. And the gloves.
It was the what?
The handout.
Oh,
so I mean, it was given to him.
Right.
I don't think he would have took a scarf to the game. I don't think he would have, but it was the gloves they give like the little 5-year-old mittens that they give like to kids the week before. He had that on and a scarf and. Hey, Thad got me not too long ago. I posted a Throwback Thursday picture of me, James, and Van Eric, and he's like, nice necklace. It's like it wasn't a poker shell. Like I give Thad crap about, but it was like one of the little beaded ones everybody wore like in 2002.
I don't remember them.
You had them too.
Did I?
Yeah.
The little like metal beaded ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was something similar to that.
Yeah.
He's like, nah. And I was like, all right, if I dish it out, I can take it.
Right.
I was like, it wasn't poker shell, but it was close. It was the same family.
Yeah.
So I get it, Thad. I can take it.
Yeah.
So I'll give you your acknowledgement here live on air.
It was burned.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think he's bringing the scarf to the game, but if they hand him out, I mean, hell, why not? Why not use it on a 20-degree night?
Yeah, why not pull the one you brought out of your bag and put on? And
I've been under.
Yeah.
We got to talk about this cat, Thad. I don't know who this guy was in the photo, though. He's
Yeah, now that guy, I don't know. I don't know if what all they pass out at these games, but this cat was he was on one. Looked like he was up on you, Thad. He was on you. He was in there. He's in there with you.
I never even noticed that guy in the picture until I was like, "Hey, we got to say something about Thad's scarf that he wore to the game." And it's like, whoa, look at this guy! Like, right in Thad's business,
yeah,
here.
Got up on you there.
No wonder Ryan's rolling his eyes in the back of his head.
That may have been a help me. What are they selfie? That may have been a help me selfie. Somebody identify this guy.
He just
Can somebody call the security guard and have him come down to our section?
And just when you think
he whispered, "It's cold outside in my ear, and I don't know what to do now." Baby, it's cold outside. Let me tie on your scarf.
The last thing the guy on the left said, "What's in this drink, Thad?"
What's in this drink? You've already had one.
Well, we can't give Thad a crap unless we give another one of our loyal listeners crap. I guess this is just shit on your listeners week.
We're gonna burn this show plumb to the ground right now.
Oh, and by the way, anybody that listens to this and decides next time to tell me what we can and can't talk about on our own show, you, my friend, can kiss my ass.
Yeah.
If let's be honest about that. Whether we have 10 guests coming up or we have no guests and we want to interview each other, guess what, Jack?
Yeah.
Guess what, pal? Guess what, tough guy? This is our show.
And you know, I'm not particularly interested in doing a show that somebody else tells me how to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. If he don't want to listen to it, hey, buddy, don't listen to it. If you want to produce one. Get out there.
Yeah.
Put what you want to on it.
I'm happy for anybody that tries to help me,
Yeah.
you, or us.
Yeah.
I enjoy and I appreciate suggestions.
Yeah.
I don't like when I have an announcement and I get cussed out for it.
Yeah.
I don't like that I bust my ass all throughout the week, sending emails, sending text messages, sending tweets, working on the betterment of this show.
Yeah.
For somebody to cuss me out or criticize me or criticize this show when we've built this son of a bitch from scratch from the day up.
Yeah.
And guess what? You damn right we got a Sports Illustrated editor coming on. You damn right we got a stand-up comedian that's going worldwide. And you damn right we got a WWE Hall of Famer each of the next 3 shows for you guys.
Yeah. And it didn't have anything to do with that guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it had a lot to do with everybody else.
Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of listeners.
And guess what? After those 3 shows, there's a damn good chance that we're going to talk about ourselves a lot after that because that's going to be 3 weeks in a row that we don't say a goddamn word about Dustin Kennedy or Lucas Hickman.
And I'm going to be missing it. So we're going to talk about it.
And also, while you're, whoa, we really went on one here, but you know what? And also, if anybody wants to check any success rates on any of these podcasts, we'll gladly open up our Libsyn account and show you how goddamn well those self-interviews of each other do. Because you know what? They know we're going to roast each other.
Yeah.
And we're going to give each other crap, and we're going to be listener interactive, and we're going to have people that call in, and we're going to have guests or questions over Facebook. And basically, you know what?
Yeah. It's long story short.
Do like I did and unsubscribe and block.
Yeah. If you're not the guy, then we apologize for you having to listen to that. If you are the guy, we apologize. Go ahead and stop listening. You know.
Yeah. Nobody's going to tell us how to do this show.
Yeah.
If our wives don't, nobody else ain't.
Yeah. Now,
Tough guy.
Carrot might tell.
And whoever
That
tells
guy ain't.
and whoever tells Lindsay that no, I just said if our wives don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And whoever tells Lindsay what happens on the show, shout out and whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
hey,
kick
look,
rocks, you too, whoever you are.
yeah. And we don't like to go on.
Yeah. I don't like to get too negative, but F that guy.
It was when I have happy love and when I'm happy about something and I'm putting it out there and what's funny is if a cat wants to reach out and try to help and then I've tried to do his suggestion numerous times and he don't pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Then when I post this, don't go on your social media asking if there's a podcast locally
Right.
where you can be interviewed, where you can interview Titans or say anybody else.
Yeah.
Last thing I know, we got Titans on here and we've got country music artists. And if we want to go get Predators players or Sounds players or Braves or whoever, we could go down the avenue. But
So, long story short, we'll get off this guy. But notice we didn't say your name, and we won't again. And kick rocks, buddy. Just
sorry, man.
find you a rock and a can, kick them.
Yeah, I love everybody, and I love that guy. I love
Kick
that
cans
guy.
and rocks.
But I ain't studying no negativity.
Like I told Chris Range the other day, I will burn something down for spite, and I'll shut it down before that.
I just can't. There's been several women in my life that have, and I've throughout the years, and sometimes when those don't even get that needy or obsessive,
Yeah.
Hey man, good things are good things, but it's all love. It should all be love, and everybody should be happy for everybody, and ain't a GD competition.
Yeah.
And what we're doing here is what we're trying to do. We're trying to build this thing. We're trying to make our listeners happy, and I don't have time for negativity, and I won't.
Yeah. So.
And that's it. And we're not talking about it anymore.
What else we got?
So, now the roast of the...
It's cold outside.
So,
what's in this drink?
You know, one thing I'm going to have to rip on some people about.
Tell me.
And I love Caleb Allen.
Hey, I do too. And, you know, I have a dog that goes everywhere with me.
Yeah, Molly goes everywhere. I meet you on the road and there's Molly popped up on the...
Sitting in the seat waving.
Yeah.
Goes to work with me every day.
Yep.
Goes through Dairy Queen drive-thru.
And you know what, man? My girl Fancy, there's not a female in this world currently
that loves you as much as that dog
That's
does.
right. Or that I love sometimes.
Right.
You know, Lindsay, sometimes she goes, go outside and sleep with Fancy. I ain't above it.
I'll do it. She's warm. She'll cuddle up to me.
That's right. She loves me.
Hey, Randy said something real funny. He said, lock your wife and your dog in the trunk. Open it up and see which one's happy.
That's a hell of a good idea. So I'm just scrolling Facebook the other day, and I read the caption before I actually saw any photos, and it said, Rosie finally got to meet Santa.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, Caleb's baby's not here yet.
Yeah, I was saying, I didn't know his kids already here.
Then there's a dog. Rosie's a dog.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing they took Caleb. I don't know. You tell me, tough guy. Caleb and Emily apparently took Rosie to a store in public to meet Santa.
Well, you know, the other option is that they hired somebody to play Santa and brought them to their house.
Which is pathetic. Either way. So, that's more pathetic.
Maybe. Yeah. Now, all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say, if I'm out in public with Molly,
yeah,
and there's a Santa on the side of the road.
No, you're not.
She's a good girl.
Lucas, are you going this way with it?
I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying
word.
I'm not against it. I'm not above it.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't done it. She's almost 7-year-old, and I haven't ever done it. I'm not above it.
Would that be enough to bring you back to
She's in
Facebook?
my Christmas card.
Yeah. I fought for my dogs to be in my Christmas card, but damn, Rocky wouldn't look. Rocky ruined it.
Right.
Rocky and Lindsay ruined it. Lindsay was making his face, and Rocky wasn't looking.
Yeah.
Fancy, she's on that stuff though, boy.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't, Caleb. Caleb, come on, man. You can't be taking your dog in public, even if it was Tractor Supply, even if it was
Lowe's.
Any store where you can take your animals in, even if you went to Petco to do it. Stop it. So you know who else can stop it?
Me.
No. And look, this is not meant to be hypocritical because I love dogs about as much as anybody on the face of this earth. I do. I love dogs.
Right. Except for me and Caleb. Yeah.
I love little dogs, but I love big dogs.
Yeah.
I love real dogs. But these, and I'm gonna piss off some people now. I'm not trying to alienate our fan base here. And I know you say I do this at least once a show. I say something to somebody, it's gonna alienate somebody.
Yeah.
I've already pissed off Salina for saying their kids graduate at 30 now. Yes, it's something I say every single week on this show. It's all love. I mean well.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Hey, people can call me out on my ignorance. I let people actually call into our show or comment on our show and make fun of me for my hobbies.
Yeah.
So look, it's all fair to me. People have got to stop with this pet mom stuff. You're not a pet mom. You're not. Stop it.
You are until you have a real kid.
Okay.
And then you go, oh, now I get it. That's what a parent is.
But you know what will happen? These people are so weird and obsessed with being a pet mom that sometimes that natural progression doesn't happen because you know what happens in life? You find
too attached.
You find a boyfriend, then you have a child, then you realize I'm a parent. Now I'm a parent. So don't do that. Don't do that with a dog because if you're going to be a pet mom and have a little dog and you become so obsessed that you never find that person, just don't. Just sell that dog. Put that dog out of your miserable. That no dog deserves your miserable, weird existence.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to go get a cat. You need to get about 20 of them. You need to be that psychotic cat lady.
And here's the thing about a cat too: is a dog needs you, a cat don't. a cat don't care about you. Don't.
Cats are bitches.
They don't need you. If you get a cat, have a kid, quit paying attention to that cat. That cat don't care. That cat could not care less.
Mm-mm.
You can keep that cat outside. That dog's gonna be disappointed.
Dog. Today I walked past Fancy and just say, "Hey, girl," and rubbed her with my foot.
Yeah.
Just so much disappointment on her face. So much that I didn't stop and get down on the porch with her.
Yeah, roll around. But next time you see her, if I got down on the porch and rolled around, last time completely forgotten.
Every time.
It's
the best. I don't know, man. I don't have patience for pet moms. You're not. You're a pet owner.
Yeah.
You own a dog. And you may love that dog. But you don't. I'm a pet owner. And don't you tell me that you love Roxanne more than I love Fancy, because it's not true.
Hey, and by the way, if you're feeding your dog Snickers bars and stuff, you really don't love that dog.
No, because dogs ain't supposed to eat chocolate.
They ain't supposed to. I've seen dogs eat it.
Pet moms. Man, go on the hell on somewhere. Pet moms. No, you're not.
Hey,
you're a weirdo that can't get a boyfriend.
Hey, the other thing I've been thinking of lately is pit bulls. You know, a lot of people like pit bulls.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my analogy that I come up with. Pit bulls are a lot like Catholic priests.
Now, where's this going?
Every one of them has effed a kid. But enough of them's effed a kid that I don't trust any of them.
I was afraid that was going.
Yeah, that's it.
100% afraid
100%,
that's what's going with it.
They've not all done it, but enough of them have done it that I think, no.
But isn't it how you train a dog?
I don't think so.
Not with pit bulls.
Not with pit bulls.
Yeah, well, I don't
Is it
know.
how you train a priest? No, I don't think so, you know. But some of them have it in them, you know. It's in some of them.
Well, didn't see that turn coming. I guess the heat's off me because you just
pit bulls and Catholics just got mad at me.
I don't know that a big audience of either listen to this show, but hey, you know, whatever. Man, let's see what else we got to talk about.
Have you went Christmas shopping yet? I'm sure you've been Christmas shopping.
I have been. What about yourself?
So we went Christmas shopping the other day. It's probably been 3 years since I went out to a store and went Christmas shopping. Kara just generally takes care of it either
online because you're a hypocrite.
Yeah, and we went to the store and I was like, I had anxiety on the way down there. Like, there's going to be so many people here. It's going to be elbow to elbow. This is going to be miserable.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, it's not like
Where'd
that.
you go?
We went to Opera Mills.
Oh, that's where I'm going Friday.
Hey, there wasn't anybody there, brother.
Really?
I mean, there was a lot of people down there, and there was a line to get in, but it was no worse than any other time I've ever been to Opera Mills. We just pulled straight in and got a parking spot and walked in, and it wasn't like you're just running into people all over the place. That close to Christmas, I would have expected that place to be packed.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
What day?
It was on Saturday.
I was almost going to go Saturday on our way back. What time?
We got there about 10 o'clock, maybe 11.
That's why.
It was there for a while. It probably wasn't 10. It's probably more like 11 or 12.
I was going to be through there about 2.
Yeah.
And I just was too tired from our trip to stop.
It just wasn't bad. There just wasn't that many people there. You know what I mean? And to the point where I would have thought, we didn't walk into any store that we had to wait in a big long line. We went to Bass Pro Shop and checked out in like 10 minutes.
It's the only place I was going to go for Rick.
Yeah.
Did you go to Victoria's Secret?
No,
we didn't. To Mrs. Little something.
No.
I figure no.
We went into a bunch of kid stores and stuff like that. Toy stores. Nobody goes into a damn toy store anymore. That was literally. Oh, I seen your cousin in there, by the way. I never got close enough to Brianna and Jesse to say hi or anything. But Brianna and Jesse were down there with looked like some other friends, either that or there was somebody.
Hi, Brianna. By the way, Brianna, if you listen to this, is your cousin Dustin. We used to live together. We used to be pretty tight.
497 West 3rd Street.
Just 397. You got the last 4 digits. Like
holler.
Just say
holla,
hi.
holla, holla.
Say hi.
Yeah.
Miss you.
It just wasn't that bad. I really thought going Christmas shopping was terrible. But
no,
it wasn't.
Because you know why? Everybody's waiting till this Friday and Saturday when I'm down there.
That's what it is?
When I'm down there,
Yeah.
I'm sure I will be miserable.
I just thought there were so many people buying packages or buying stuff online now.
Maybe so. Hopefully so.
Yeah.
We have to go because
because you haven't done any shopping yet.
Well,
you're a horrible dad.
We're pretty much done. we're pretty much done. We're just gonna get my dad some stuff.
Yeah.
So
We did watch Aquaman while we were going down there too. We went out and ate, and then went and watched Aquaman.
Camden was with you. Confirmed.
No, Aquaman. He couldn't watch that. He couldn't watch Aquaman.
I don't know what Aquaman is then.
It's Aquaman. I mean, it's Jason Momoa.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
I haven't fucking clue.
You know who that is. Aquaman was awesome. But anyway, they had apparently it was playing in a couple of theaters early because it wasn't supposed to be out until this weekend, but it was out down there for some reason.
I watched Jumanji the other day.
Yeah, the new one or the old one?
The new one. I love it. Have you seen it?
Oh,
it's so good. I think we've talked about this on the show before.
Got Nicole Kidman in Aquaman now. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was actually one of the best. It was better than any of the Superman stuff that I've watched.
I am not, and I've never in my life been into superheroes ever.
Oh yeah,
Batman. That's it.
I mean, DC. This is Batman universe here,
right? But I've never been into it, man.
Yeah, it's got Amber Heard in it. Hey, anyway, it was really good. Not to sit here and watch it again. I'll tell you how good it was that after I come home, I've just watched the movie and I come home and watch the trailer of it. So it was really good.
It does look neat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been into superheroes because, pro wrestling. I guess. I had my Hulk Hogan. I didn't need Super Spider-Man.
Right.
And I didn't need fake stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Man. Yeah, it's wrestling instead. Yeah, that's right.
You know what's funny about shopping? I've needed a new jacket.
Yeah.
For a few years. Now I've got my old North Face this one back behind me I've had for 10 years.
That same fleece.
The old fleece.
That everybody's got. Yeah.
And I told Lindsay 2 years ago I needed a new jacket.
Yeah.
To wear, nicer jacket. So, of course, she gets me a Columbia fleece. I'm like, no, honey.
It's the same thing, right?
Yeah. I said, I don't need another fleece jacket.
I need something nicer to wear.
I needed some sort of button-up jacket. So she goes, hey, look online.
I'd have gave anything if she'd have got you a trench coat.
So I'm looking online, and, pretty well, just at our age, just a nice little khaki jacket. You can wear khaki with anything. So instead of khaki, I get she goes, why don't you get this color? It's really trendy this year. So I'm not really looking for trendy this year. I'm looking for trendy like the next 5 years. It's a little khaki jacket's always going to prove me and stuff. She goes, no, I'll get this one. Okay. So I get it and order online, which is always risky with my body type. Sometimes I'm an extra large, sometimes a double XL,
Right.
And I guess so I do what the smart guy would do. I'd get an extra large, tall.
Yeah.
Because it's longer on you.
Yeah. It's going to be way too long, I assume.
No, it was okay.
Oh, okay.
I got it. It was good enough. It was fine. It was good. It's fine.
It's good. It's good.
So, so I get it and I feel good about it.
Yeah.
So I meet Mackie out. I ended up going out with I ended up going out to eat with Clint.
Yeah. Yeah. These two guys are going to make you feel real good about anything.
No, right? Clint never said nothing
Never said a word about it.
No. And so
Mackie made you feel good, though, didn't he?
Mackie had my photos he had printed for me, and I walked in. No, he didn't say anything. But his girlfriend, she was like, nice ladies' jacket. DK, did you get it in the woman's section at Old Navy? I was like, no, your mom bought it. I don't know where she got it. She goes, okay, touche. Then
say you're messing with a pro.
Yeah. And she said something else, and I popped off. Then she's like, the jacket would be a lot cooler if April at the bar wasn't wearing it right now. I said, damn, April at the bar is wearing it.
Oh, no.
So it was similar, obviously.
So what color is it?
It's an olive, like a green.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, you can join the military after you get after this year.
So there was the one. Yeah. Right? So then I go to Elliot Brown's little boy's birthday party last Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And I just throw a jacket on.
Yeah.
And I'm dressed, let's clear this up, dressed way too excessive. Or as the college kids say, extra.
Yeah.
To be going to a kid's birthday party.
Yeah.
I've got on...
you look like this one? That's literally an army jacket. I was just going to make a joke, but that was literally an army jacket. Go ahead.
So all my big shit kicking, Justin boots are way too bad shape. I needed just another pair of boots, just to wear anywhere. So I'm wearing the gaiters to a birthday party.
Yeah,
because I'm wanting to wear boots, but my other ones are just so nasty. They're embarrassing. So I put on the gaiters.
Yeah,
which is generally just like when I'm about to have a good time.
It steps that game up just a bit. Yeah,
I don't really need them for a birthday party,
Right.
6-year-old birthday party.
Yeah.
But I walk in, there's Brad Cragen, shit kickers,
Oh,
blue
yeah.
jeans, flannel shirt.
Yeah.
Nick Grider, hoodie,
Yeah.
shit kickers, blue jeans. Elliott, same deal. I got the Gators on and the green jacket. Nobody says nothing. I always put it on myself.
Right.
I always make the situation more awkward and make it worse for myself.
Right.
So I look up and there's Elliott's wife, pretty Megan,
Yeah.
pretty lady. She's got the same jacket on, basically. And I look at Brad and I'm like, man, I said, I just need a new jacket. I suggested khaki. Lindsay thought olive was the move.
Yeah.
I said, second girl in 48 hours that's got the same jacket on. And Brad, of course, thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I've since seen one more girl with the olive jacket.
Have you seen any men wearing the
Absolutely
jacket?
not.
No, not a one.
But you know what? I'm trendy as hell.
Yeah, Lindsay
I'm trending in the wrong direction.
Lindsay gonna have that jacket. What's happening
Well, she
here?
can't wear that thing.
Yes, extra large, tall. She ain't never been tall.
So I'm trending in the wrong direction
Uh-huh.
for sure with this. Like the next step's booties, I guess. I guess I'll just have man booties. Not man boobies. I got those.
I would say
Man booties. The
Yeah.
booty boot. You know what those are?
Uggs.
No, booties.
Man booties.
Just put booties in.
Booties.
That's,
Those, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
my next step.
Yeah.
Skinny jeans and man and booties.
Yeah, man. Man bun right afterwards,
I don't know why I wouldn't.
and one of those straw hats. It's got the thing around it.
Basically, I'm 6 months away from being Tyler from Florida Georgia Line.
There you go. Yeah.
Pretty positive.
Well, if nothing else, you'll make a pretty woman. I was just sitting here thinking
Right.
that
I think so. If I
when
get
you
some
go,
extensions.
when you go, when you go,
I'm probably gonna
you'll be pretty.
I'm gonna start competing in some Olympics. Like now that they have somebody competing in the pageant, the transgender in a pageant. They had a transgender in a race the other day. Like they said, I clicked on Bleacher Report, my favorite sports site, and it said bigotry and insults run amok at this athlete. I'm like, dude, you're a man running in a girls' race.
If a woman or someone that used to be a woman wants to get into a men's sport, I'm all for it. Get in. If you think you can compete, get in.
Yeah.
I don't care what you call yourself. You can call yourself a gravel turd for all I care. Get in. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
If you win, good on you.
Mhm.
Good on you. Hey, any guys out there used to be guys, or what if you transitioned into a woman or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah.
Stay out of women's sports. It's not fair. Don't get into them. It only works the other way.
Well, that's not right, Lucas.
I don't care if
That's
it's right.
offensive.
I don't give a damn if it's offensive or not. It's stupid.
Wasn't there a boxer?
Well, there was a UFC fighter that did
That
it.
knocks the person out and the person's a damn vegetable.
She got the hell beat out of her.
Of course they did.
No, no. The woman in transition got the hell beat out of her. Now
There's another one I'm talking about.
Fallon Fox is who you're talking about. She fought a bunch of people and she won, but whenever she finally fought somebody that's worth fighting, she got the hell beat out of her. But
that's enough time talking about transgenders.
Yeah.
My ass with some booties, and I'll still be.
You do need some booties. I've seen you wear something similar to this right here. Maybe it's like this one, this Lucky Brand Flexa.
Shit and fall back in it too, son. I ain't ever worn
Women's
nothing like
light
it.
pink.
I look good.
Go to
in it.
DSW and get some of them. Maybe these right here. Oh yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. You could look like Freddie Mercury. Put them on.
DSW.
Yeah,
I'm more familiar with DSLs.
you're kind of a DSW.
What's that stand for in your world, Lucas? Go ahead and hit me with it.
W is going to be a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. So I don't know how many times I have to look forward to ball games or events and something just catastrophic happened to me that I can't enjoy it.
Catastrophic?
Might be a little dramatic.
Yeah.
Last year, the Titans game. This is twice this has happened to me. And I don't like to get gross. I'm not one of those people that likes to talk about poop or farting or.
Oh yeah.
I find it. I really get disgusted by it.
Right.
I do.
Right.
So go ahead and forgive me for the next 5 minutes. But then I hate when women. I want to pretend that girls don't poop.
Right.
I want to know they have some sort of filter some kind of system in their body where it just goes out of them.
Yeah.
Magically. I don't want to ever think a woman.
It comes out of sparkles. Glitter,
I don't care how long we've been together.
Shut the door.
Some girl, you ain't farting in front of me. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Let Lindsay do it tomorrow. Divorce.
Gone.
All the stuff she's done got on my nerves now. Fart in front of me.
Yeah. Get out.
Bitch be gone spray. Psh, I got the hookup.
Get out.
Bitch be gone. Bitch be gone. I ain't feeling it.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom. I ain't walking in with you.
Yeah.
I know some couples that'll be dropping a deuce and they'll be
in front of each other.
The person be shaving in the mirror.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm locking the door.
Hey, and that's the other thing. If the door's locked or if the door's shut to the bathroom, don't open it. Best not open it.
Nobody cares at my house. I walked around the house trying to talk to Don Asbury yesterday in every room I went to. I literally could have scaled. I could have got on the balcony and scaled the back roof and somebody been out there.
Bayless come down like Spider-Man out of nowhere.
Daddy, hiding?
Yeah, I was.
Dude, I'm just trying to have a conversation. Like and it wasn't just Bayless. I forgive the 2-year-old. Waylon was following me. Hey, Daddy, did you see it? You see it play with LeBron last night? I was like, dude, now you're waking up. You've slept till 12:30. Now you want to have a conversation? Lindsay walks in from Walmart. Hey, you see what I got? And I was like, I told Dawn, I was under my breath. I was like, how do I pretend to give a shit about a can opener right now while I'm noticeably on the phone, avoiding each one of these people? But anyway, so I've sat through many, many Titans games.
That's funny that she never wants to talk to you any other time.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've been at many Titans games that had no meaning, no importance, no significance whatsoever. So last year, December 31st, New Year's Eve, everybody wants to party on New Year's Eve. Winning, you're in. Titans had a chance to make the playoffs. Big game, biggest game in Nissan Stadium in years, right?
Uh-huh.
And who else deserves to enjoy a Titans win as much as me?
Right.
As a fan,
right.
That of course. There's a lot bigger Titans fans in the world than me, but so I get the group together. It's so hard, back in the day we all tailgated together. This time last year, man, I'd sell my uppers, upgrade to some like 20 rows from the stadium seats. I get Brad and Becky to go with us, D. Rich, Don go, Mackie and Marie go. We're like 10 deep. We're all got a big tailgating area. The next night, I'm packing the Orca full, son. I mean, I've got the Orca loaded down.
Yeah.
I've got the cornhole boards on the back. It's supposed to be the coldest game in Easton Stadium history. I don't care. We're going to put gloves on. We're going
to pitch some bags.
Cornholes because nobody does it anymore.
Right.
I wake up with the runs at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, come on, man. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. So everybody else, they're like, what y'all going to do? I said, we're going to this game. I said, every one of y'all better get hammered. I said, you got your DD.
Yeah.
And I ate crackers and drank Sprite all day long. And it was so miserable there because, when you got the chills anyway from being sick.
Yeah.
It was 15 degrees that night. Plus, I had all that. Dude, I had 6 layers on, still froze to death. I went into halftime to get hot chocolate. And I was like, screw this. I'm going to the truck.
Yeah.
So I cranked the truck and listened to it. And the stadium roars. And Mike Keith, Mariota with a stiff arm is that big legendary freaking stiff arm. He give that safety Barry Church. And Mike Keith's calling it. And I'm just getting cold chills on top of my cold chill. And it's just, so I'm thinking, no way that'll ever happen again, right? Fast forward to this week. Lindsay ends up getting like flu-like symptoms last Saturday. I was like, stay the hell away from me. Me and Waylon's going to Memphis.
Right.
So we're leaving Thursday to go to Memphis. We look at the schedule every year. Which game we going to? Well, Dwayne Wade, one of my favorite all-time players, and Waylon likes him. It's his retirement. So we're thinking, all right, we'll go see D. Wade. Game was Friday. Wednesday, I'm at work, and I'm getting cold chills all up into my body. My body's hurting. I'm getting the aches. I'm like, nah, come on.
Which, by the way, if anybody's wondering, is why we didn't do one on Wednesday. Dustin said flu-like, and I said, stay at home, please. I had the flu last Christmas.
So that's why we didn't record. That's why you didn't have one in your library Sunday night, Monday morning. So I go home, take everything. Go to bed like 7, hoodied up, trying to sweat all the devil out of me. I didn't have a stomach issue, just didn't feel good. Thursday we get all the way to Memphis.
Gravel gut.
I bubble guts, blowing up. I'm not a public. I don't like going in public.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm very weird about dropping number twos. I don't like talking about it.
And somebody else dropping a number 2 in a bathroom that you're in, because I remember a Cracker Barrel right after one of our buddies got married the next morning of somebody blowing it up, and you walk in with, no, man, you was in there and somebody else walked in and done it. Somebody, never mind. The story was somebody else walked in while man, you were standing in there.
Okay.
And then
just killed it.
Yeah. Well, somebody's already killing it. And then this other guy walked in where he goes, made about 2 steps in, threw something over his face, goes, turned around and walked out.
Yeah, I mean, it's
never mind. I thought that was you. Yeah.
I can't believe that I'm even, this is a progression by me to even talk about it, acknowledging
right.
a deuce on live, nothing that's not a dream,
right.
you know. But, so I'm just sick all weekend. I'm like, dude, this can't be worse. Me and Waylon's trying to hang out in the hotel room. I'll be right back, buddy.
Yeah.
Be right back, you know, and we go down and meet the Heat players that night, and meet then for shoot around the next day and whatever. I'm like, dude, I got to find a Walgreens. And Lindsay's like, no, honey, you just got to let it pass through. It's what I did. I said, no. I got tickets to this game tonight, son. I went and bought Pepto. I went and bought Imodium. I took it all.
Yeah.
I'm going down Bill Street chugging
Pepto.
and the FedEx driver passes by looking at me, and I tip my Pepto up at him. I just cheers him.
Yeah.
I just cheers it at him.
Yeah.
So it worked though, man. I got to watch the game in peace.
And still ain't been to the bathroom since.
I ain't interested in it.
Yeah, just
I went enough.
Care.
I went enough.
Yeah.
Good. So God dang. I mean but it was all day.
Oof.
For two,
I just absolutely hate that.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I felt 100%. I felt great.
Yeah.
That's what's so weird about it. Then I'd be like, oh, I gotta go. But hey, real cool though. Dwayne Wade, a little disappointed. We met him twice.
Yeah.
Over the trip. Never could get a solid picture with Waylon and him because the crowd was so. The one picture I got with him and Wade, but it was dark because we went down late.
Yeah.
For their first day shoot around. And you know what? It's just a little disappointing because he always seemed like a really good guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, he signed all the autographs. I guess he's been making it a point to sign as many autographs as he can on his way out.
Yeah.
But just a little disappointed he walked up with his wireless earbuds in each time. And his people was like, listen, y'all go over there where you're supposed to be. He'll sign it for everybody. But y'all stay where you're supposed to be. And Wade never, there was like 10 of us at that one time, and he never said what's up or.
Never said a word about it.
He just signed his autographs, went on.
Was Gabrielle Union around by chance?
No. She's like 10 years older than him.
It doesn't matter.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But
10.
Freaking 10.
You're
10.
Right. Yeah.
But the only ones like in our generation you'd care about, like Jerry Stackhouse, Nick Van Exel, and Juwan
yeah.
Howard.
Yeah.
Waylon's all about these younger players.
Yeah.
I seen Stackhouse, and I was like, man, you're my generation. I said, what's up?
Yeah.
And the Grizzlies hooked us up, actually. We were just standing over on the Grizzlies side. I make connections everywhere I go, and these Memphis people are killer people.
Yeah.
Nashville, I mean, I love a lot of those Nashville guys also, but it's like a business to so many people.
Yeah.
Now, I know one cat in particular used to gripe about how one guy at the Titans player fence used to be nothing but dealers, and now this cat's bringing 4-foot duffel bags to the fence every day, every week, and he's got his big full-size helmets for sale 20 minutes after Marcus goes in the stadium, but I digress, Hypocrite, and
peace out, bitch.
But anyway, Memphis people, man, that's love right there, man. They got some solid people down there, and they hook me up every year. I go down and this one lady gets me in every year an hour before the public from her little VIP card. She's cool, and so she's able to hook me up, and so I got in. Was talking to Stackhouse, talking to Juwan Howard, Nick Van Exel's assistant coach.
That's awesome.
So Waylon's chasing down all
I'd
this.
like to meet Van Exel. That'd be cool.
I didn't talk to him as much this year. I spoke to him.
Yeah.
But now last year we had a pretty long conversation.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hey, man, I really enjoyed you, the Lakers and whatever. And but the Stackhouse was cool.
Yeah.
Stackhouse was supposed to be a big deal when he came in the league.
Yeah, I've still got his, probably not a rookie card, but I've got it. It may be one of them first-year cards. I know it was the first year or two anyway. I
looked for one because I've got an old thing of old ball cards, and I thought we need to get something. Mackie printed some photos off for me at a place. But
I'd have probably had a really nice one that you could have took with you and got signed. You could have had it.
Yeah, and he had a photo, and I sent it to him, and it didn't print for whatever reason. He has a big, nice signature because he ended up signing a little floorboard, little piece of wooden thing for Waylon. And he was very, very cool.
Yeah. Them old guys like that, I mean, not that you don't have a shitload of cards and stuff, but I probably got some neat ones, a couple of them guys.
Yeah,
I've got that Jordan. I've got a gold foil Jordan. Remember those? The silver foil and a gold foil? I've got a gold foil Jordan.
It's probably worth something.
Well, unfortunately, I think it's got its 45 jersey on it.
Well, I mean, those actually, I've got a card. They had a commercial when he retired called when Johnny Kilroy
Yeah.
had been brought to the Bulls. It was Jordan. It was a Nike commercial, and they were saying, where Jordan was not there, but it was a guy wearing number 4, I think, and he had goggles on. And that card is like worth more than a lot of other Jordan cards.
Really?
Yeah, I found it in my collection. But no, unfortunately, I sold a lot of my 90s cards to Van Erich in high school. Like, I sold a big cube to him for like $50 or something.
Right.
And it may not be worth anything, but anyway, I like meeting those old players.
Yeah.
I thank Udonis Haslem. Now, you may not know.
Never heard of that.
Well, he got drafted the same year. Well, he didn't get drafted. He was undrafted free agent, and then he played for the Florida Gators. And he signed with the Heat, and he's played his whole career. And he's turned down other offers to go other places.
Uh-huh.
So we met him. I said, hey, man, I just want to tell you. I said, we're here for D. Wade's last game. I said, but I want to tell you I always admired you. I said, because I said, you're not a superstar.
Right.
I said, right. I said, you're a role player, obviously. And I said, at your peak, when you were the starting power forward with the Heat, I said, you had chances to leave
go wherever
and make money. And I said, that's just really admirable that a guy that knew he was never going to be the top dog, top contract, always stuck around for, showing your loyalty. He's like, man, I just love this franchise,
Uh-huh.
And, I talked to him for a while.
It would have been a lot funnier if he'd went. Yeah, I should have went though.
Yeah. Should have took
dumb idea.
Should have took my ass to the Wizards at 60.
I should have been playing some wizard ball right now.
That would have been hilarious.
He really screwed me. They didn't care nothing about loyalty.
Dwayne Wade's never been the highest paid player on that team.
I know, ain't that wild?
It is wild. That shows a lot about him too.
Yeah.
He didn't play. 20 minutes before tip-off, they dropped the bomb on Twitter that he was basically old as hell. He missed the game due to general soreness. So I had a third-row seat behind the damn bench. Went
all the way to Memphis.
Oh, I screwed this guy all game. I looked at Dwayne Wade the whole time on the bench, and Haslam, both their old asses, just sit on the bench. I watched Josh Richardson and Bam.
Did they announce over the intercom that he was going to be out due to general soreness?
It was on Twitter. I never heard if they said it over the speaker. This one beautiful girl sitting behind me.
Uh-huh.
2 blondes.
Yeah.
Sitting behind. I noticed them when we were at the seat, and I was like, and I said she had a little Dwayne Wade jersey on, and I said, hey, how are y'all? And good. How are you? Where y'all from? Arkansas. We were like 2.5 hours to see Dwayne's last game. I said, yeah, it sucks he's not playing. The girl was like, shut up. And I went, oh, you hadn't heard yet. And man, I crushed this girl's soul in one sentence. She goes, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, they just announced it on Twitter." She goes, "You're kidding with me." She had her little. I mean, she did a little petite thing.
Yeah,
had her little bitty.
You got that D Wade jersey.
Little child jersey. Looked like.
Yeah, right.
Man,
done.
She didn't speak. She didn't speak forever. And I had that Nash hat on. She's like, "Are you from Nashville?" And I was like, "I'm close." She goes, well, "I'm getting married in May. Is it really that fun for a bachelorette party?"
Did you say it's the capital of
capital?
Yeah.
So
bachelorette party.
So yeah, man. Not only did I have a stomach bug for 2 days, D Wade didn't play.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
didn't play that game due to general soreness.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you something. If I'm a big nerd as far as my collections and stuff. Of course, I'm a big pop culture nerd. So I always stop in like Great Escapes and old record stores, and I buy all kinds of old records. And
right.
I stopped at the Great Escape on Charlotte Avenue.
Yeah.
And I walk in and I say, "Am I a real fan if I don't buy this?"
Well,
it was a Kazam lunchbox.
Bam! And you didn't get it?
No, I'm getting it this Friday. I'm going back. It was $14. I gotta have it.
Well, I don't know why you even questioned it.
I bought $10 worth of old Tennesseans instead.
Why?
It was the inaugural year of the Titans being here, and they had a bunch of the sports sections lumped together.
Yeah,
and
that was a very poor decision on your part, I believe. I think one would have meant more to you than the other ones, and you didn't buy it.
Maybe if it was a Steel.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was Steel, the movie Steel, the poor RoboCop knockoff that Shaq had. Maybe
I thought that was pretty good.
That was the worst movie in history.
Is it Kazam or Shazam?
Shazam is fake. It's false. It's not existent.
Kazam
is Shaq.
There's also another Kazam superhero movie coming out that I seen the preview for at Aquaman the other night. I kid you not. Let me see.
It won't be a Rotten Tomato nominee like Shaq's movie was. You know what?
It may not have been spelled like this.
People give Shaq a hard time about that movie. That movie was a mid-90s, which is obviously corny time for everybody. It was a children's movie.
Right.
It wasn't intended on being anything taken seriously. It was a children's movie. If you're a grown-ass adult criticizing Kazam in 2018, get real. You enjoyed it when you were 12. I'd never even watched Kazam much when I was a kid.
Shazam, maybe.
Shazam is that one that's supposedly Sinbad.
I don't know. There was another Captain Marvel movie. Or, I'm sorry, DC movie coming out. This guy right here.
1939.
No, that guy right there.
That's the Flash.
No, that's
Can we acknowledge that's the Flash?
That's Shazam. Let me see.
With the Flash's uniform on.
Sh-
A costume, not uniform. He's not working for the city or anything.
Shazam movie. Bam! There is a Shazam coming out. They finally come out with a Shazam.
Looks like a real winner.
It looked funny. Yeah, the preview looked funny. I don't know why it's got a picture of The Rock here. The Rock is not in it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's false advertising.
Yeah, The Rock is not in it that I saw.
Well, I'm gonna go buy. So you think I should?
Watch Aquaman?
No, go buy
Oh,
that
yeah.
Kazam lunchbox.
I don't know why you didn't.
Yeah, I own all the Shaq toys.
Yeah. I mean, you had a life-size Shaq poster.
Still got one. I bought a new one.
Did you?
I got a new one. Yeah. Some guy I used to
Stand
know
up?
give it
Not
to
poster.
me. Some guy I used to know give it to me
Yeah.
before he started criticizing my show.
Yeah. He
Yep.
shall remain nameless.
Hey, it was all love, man. You messed that up.
Yeah.
Um.
Peace out, bitch.
Oh, golly.
I'm
You know-
aggressive. I'm sorry.
You are aggressive. You know what we got to touch on? Hell, we're an hour and a
I would
half
say
into
we-
the show.
Yeah, we got to touch on the end of this show.
Yeah, we
here in a
do,
second.
definitely. It's
Yeah.
almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We finally announced it on social media, but we haven't touched it here on the actual show. But so join us live.
Live.
January 12th, Jackson County Fairgrounds building. We've rented the building out.
I'm glad you said that date because I would have been there 7 days late.
I know, and that was the first day. So I'll tell you what all that we, sometimes you have to hear it live to remind them. No, we've already sold. We were putting a 50 ticket limit on it. It's Andrew Pope, Alicombe, recording artist. He was, one of our better interviews here on the return from Alabama. Of course, I put Huntsville on the social media post, and somebody corrected it and told me where he was actually from, and he mentioned it on the show, and I can't remember the city, but
Yeah.
Alabama native, of
There was
course.
so much brotherly love happened right then. I'm not I'm not surprised that part slipped through the cracks.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. But he's got that new album that Shooter's going to be producing in 2019 coming out. He called me the other day. I was 2 Saturdays ago. I was coming home from Cookeville, and he texted me and asking a question. Well, he slipped to tell me that he changed numbers. I'm like, is this Andrew? Because I had to Google the area code, and he's like, oh crap, I forgot. And he calls me. He's like, man, I forgot to tell you that I switched phone numbers. And,
Yeah.
Anyway, we talked for literally the whole ride home from Cookeville, and I pulled over in Whitleyville. It was like 30 minutes. Like, dude, I got to go. I'll go and pull off Syro 30 minutes. I'll
Yeah.
catch up with you. But so we were going to limit to 50 tickets. Right now, we're right at 50.
Right.
We can still take a few more people. The show will start at 7:30, give or take. That night, Chris Raines is going to be running sound, so we're going to talk to Chris about some more details as far as that goes. But Chris will be running sound for him. Andrew will be playing for a couple hours.
Yeah.
At least. The details on this is we'll have our chairs. We'll try to find some chairs. If not, we'll be talking to you guys and seeing if you can't bring your own chair.
Yeah.
If we don't know, we'll work out the minor details. But Barry Gore and his wife Jeanette will be catering the event with JB's Barbecue.
Bam.
So there will be food for purchase there. That just came about. Don't want to get too much on the business side of everything, but you're getting a very low ticket price for what it is. It's a private event, a private acoustic event for everybody that's going to be participating. What we ask you about, we can hang before, we can hang after, but the 2 hours show, 2.5, 3 hours, whatever it stretches out to be, if we get an opener, whatnot. What we're going to ask you is, it's an intimate event. I've been to these private shows, and what we want is eyeballs open and mouths shut, ears open. Give this cat your
full
attention, respect.
Yeah, it's not a bonfire.
Yeah. It's not a standing room only event where we're singing the lyrics back to the guy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make it sound like it's not going to be fun, because we're going to have a hell of a good time. But these private intimate shows, especially acoustic, where there's not going to be, it's not going to be as loud maybe.
Yeah.
So really just respect the songs that he's written. I'm sure he'll do plenty of other songs that you guys know. So really, if I know several people have been listening to him, even prior. Blake Allen said he knew him before our podcast.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of these guys have really dived into his library after our interview. So looking forward to it. Like I said, Barry Gore and his wife, Jeanette, JB's Barbecue will be catering it. We'll talk to you about the chair situation and all the other details that I know you're wondering about.
Yeah.
Message me about, or Lucas, either one, about how to pay. Ideally, a lot of you guys have asked, can you pay me there? Can you pay me? Ideally, we're going to try to get all that squared away, because I trust everybody's word that I've got written on this list.
Yeah, but if something comes up and you don't show up, we still owe that cat some money. So come on out. Speaking of message me, I'm going to tell them to message DK. So
That's fine. That's fine.
If you're going to reach out to me, all you're going to do is have to reach out to DK. But if you don't have his number, I mean, I don't know how you heard about the podcast then. So,
we're at 50. We are at 50 tickets almost. We can take I've talked to Andrew, and a
few more. Maybe
we can take a few more. We're not married to a number at this point. We don't want to get anything crazy, because the crazier higher the number, the less the risk that
it gets out of hand.
It gets out of hand, and people are not paying attention to where the attention should be.
Right.
So I'm excited. This is our first event outside of our Music Day at the Park.
Yeah, a little bit different show. This will be quite a bit different than what. Maybe not quite a bit, but it'll be a little bit different than Acoustic Day at the Park. So we hope you show up for that. JB's Barbecue. Make sure you go out and pick up that. Even bring an empty stomach so you can eat there, but also go out and check them out just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Got some big news coming up. Got some good guests coming up the next little bit. Not a musician, a comedian, a well-known comedian in these parts that we have yet to have on. Don't want to say his name yet, because it may fall through, may not. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we get him on there.
Yeah. We're
WWE, previously WWF Hall of Famer, coming on here to talk wrestling to some degree. You guys will know his name if you listen to the podcast that I listen to. You've heard from him recently. That's coming up pretty soon. That's pretty big news. That's exciting for me, for a different reason than it would be for DK, but I'm excited about that one. So we got some big stuff coming up for you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for listening to us, and we apologize for this coming out on Monday night instead of Monday morning, but things didn't work out last week. The end of the year has been pretty hectic, pretty busy. Been working some long nights. DK had the gravel guts, and I had to get out of here. And
going to live a little bit of a listener shout out, as Lucas was giving a hell of a
wrap up, and Dustin's not going to let me do it.
Always.
Yeah.
Barry Gore, he said, I appreciate what you and Lucas are doing. It's a lot different from I really wanted to get this out here, because Barry's really put us over. And he said, what's up with the podcast this week? Can't work on a junky-ass Mustang without listening to Lucas and DK.
Yeah.
And he said, I guess I have to go through the archives again. Love listening to you guys, man. Great job.
Well, we appreciate that, Barry Gore.
He said, I appreciate what you and Lucas are doing. It's a lot different from the commercialized shit on the radio. And,
yeah.
I ain't going to say the name that he threw out there, but it's very, very well known combo. Ain't got nothing on y'all. I talked to Gary tonight and told him about that, and we figured out who Lucas was and how he knew Gary. He just knew. He just does some work for him at the shop, but Gary thought his last name was Cherry. Got that straightened out.
Yeah.
He said, I have found a new passion in my old age: old cars, mass quantities of adult beverages, and DK and Lucas. Son, I didn't care if it was Barry Gore, Larry Gore, Larry Gore, Mary Tyler Moore. I didn't care but I'm glad to know it's Barry Gore. And he said, like I said, he was asking about that. Hey, he's actually in Herman Springer, he said. He said, hey, I'm an old Springer. I can relate to things you guys know, talk about. Don't know James Hatcher. I know his family, Ricky and Eddie. Who could forget Arno? The Allen boys don't know them, but know the family. He said, I know that damn Mackey. He's not damn Mackey's a different story. But he's
probably a Springer when Springer was Spivey.
Spivey, yeah. He said, tell Lucas, I've got his 72 Mach 1, but it ain't for sale yet. But I do have a 96 Corvette for sale.
You got a 72 Mach 1.
That's what he said.
Yeah, my daddy had a 71 Mach 1. We'll holler at you, talk Mustangs sometimes. So, and good deal. All the Gore boys are in the cars then.
I guess so, yeah. So great show. We'll be back to you guys now. You ain't got to wait long. We will be back on schedule. We're recording this coming Thursday night with the Sports Illustrated editor of the podcast, Fall of a Titan.
Can I go back to wrapping up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, big things coming up. There's going to be a WWE/WWF Hall of Famer, a big comedian, and coming up is the second part of our Fall of a Titan podcast. This time not with Vincent Hill, this time with Tim Rohan, the man that is actually doing the podcast. So, hope you're listening to that, be caught up on it. We're going to talk to this guy, get them questions in. So, go ahead and get DK those questions. If you got questions you want to ask Tim Rohan, if he didn't cover something you want to know more about, make sure you get them to him. We'll grill him. We'll get on it. We're going to figure out what the true story is here. We're going to figure out.
Trying to figure out who the hell killed this man.
I'm going to figure it out.
By the
time me and Tim Rohan and Vince Hill get done, we're going to know.
That last episode of Fall of Titan drops this Wednesday. We'll be talking to him Thursday, and it'll be out for you guys on Sunday or whenever we decide to release it.
I just tell you, if us four and our group on Facebook on the podcast can't figure it out, hell, ain't nobody going to.
The Nashville Police Department is not going to figure it out. They already figured it out.
Send DK them questions, folks. Hey, we appreciate y'all listening. We'll see y'all coming up soon.